When you hear the word fat, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably energy storage, maybe keeping warm. But what if I told you that's just scratching the surface? Today, we're going to dive into the truly surprising science of fat. And trust me, it is so much more than you think. So if you were thinking, yeah, it's for storage, you're not wrong. But man, you are missing out on a whole world of incredible biology. So let's change that right now. Okay, take a look at this. This right here is adipose tissue. See all those round, golden-looking cells? Those are adipocytes, and they're the fundamental building blocks of fat. They might look pretty simple, but they are the key to some of nature's most sophisticated and, frankly, surprising biological tools. So, to put it simply, adipose tissue is the body's main lipid-storing tissue. It's made of those adipocytes we just saw, and each one holds on to little fat droplets. This is our launch pad, everyone. From here, we're taking a journey into some truly wild biology. Let's keep going because even just within mammals like you and me, it turns out that not all fat is created equal. Nope, there are two primary kinds and they have very, very different jobs. Now, what's really interesting here is the contrast. On the left, you've got white adipose tissue, or WAT. Notice it has that single big lipid droplet. Its main job is exactly what we all think of, long-term energy storage. But then, look over at brown adipose tissue, or BAT on the right. It's totally different. It's packed with a bunch of smaller droplets and a huge number of mitochondria. Its function isn't to store energy at all. It's to burn it and produce heat. So who has this amazing heat-generating fat? Well, primarily infants. See, they can't shiver very well to keep their body temperature up, so BAT is literally a lifesaver for them. It's also found in adults who are constantly exposed to extreme cold. It acts like a built-in furnace. What a fantastic adaptation. Okay, so we've got fat for storing energy and fat for generating heat. Pretty cool, right? But believe me when I say, this is just the beginning of the story. From this point on, nature gets way more creative. And now we get to the truly mind-blowing part, fat's superpowers. I'm serious. We're talking about highly evolved, specialized adipose tissues that perform functions you would never in a million years associate with fat. This chart here gives us a fantastic little preview. We're going to see how whales use fat for sonar, how elephants use it to sense seismic signals, how orangutans use it for reproductive fitness, yeah, you heard me, and of course how camels use it for survival. Let's break these down one by one. First up, dolphins and whales. So get this, they have a special organ in their forehead called the melon. It's this incredible piece of biological engineering, and it's made of what's called acoustic adipose tissue. It acts like a super sophisticated lens that focuses sound waves, and it's the key to their sonar system. They literally see with sound, all thanks to a specialized blob of fat. All right, next, let's talk about elephants. They have what's known as plantar adipose tissue in the pads of their feet. Now, sure, it's a great shock absorber, but its real superpower is detecting low-frequency seismic signals. This lets them hear distant thunderstorms or other herds from miles and miles away, right through the ground. Just incredible. This one is just fascinating. Dominant male orangutans develop these huge facial flanges, these big shield-like folds of skin around their faces. And what are they formed by? Facial adipose tissue. The size of these flanges is directly tied to the male's reproductive fitness and his social status. It's a visual signal of power, built entirely from fat. And of course, we gotta talk about the classic example, the camel's hump. And no, it's not storing water, it's a massive deposit of adipose tissue. But here's the brilliant part. By concentrating all that fat in one place, it keeps the rest of the camel's body from getting too insulated, which helps it stay cool, all while providing a huge reserve of energy for those long desert treks. It's genius. So we've seen just how versatile adipose tissue is. But what about the chemistry that builds it in the first place? Well, the same biological pathways that produce fats also produce other incredible molecules. So now let's zoom in. And this brings us to the world of polyketides. You can think of these molecules as cousins to the fatty acids that make up fat. They're built by very similar biological machinery, but they get assembled into these totally different structures that have completely different and often medicinal properties. So what exactly is a polyketide? Think of it like a molecular Lego set. It's a family of compounds built from a simple repeating chain of atoms. But from that very simple starting point, nature constructs this astonishing variety of complex and really powerful molecules. And why should you care about polyketicides? Just look at this list. We're talking about critical medicines like antibiotics, antifungals, anti-cholesterol drugs, you name it. Even some natural insecticides are polyketicides. These are compounds that have completely revolutionized modern life. And here is the perfect, concrete example to really drive the point home. Erythromycin, a common antibiotic that has saved countless lives since its discovery. It's a polyketide. It's a testament to how these natural building blocks can be harnessed for incredible human benefit. So we've seen fat evolve from just simple storage into a tool for sonar and for seismic sense, and we've seen how the very same biological pathways that build fat can also build life-saving antibiotics. It all leads to one final question, doesn't it? What other superpowers, hidden in the tissues and molecules all around us, are just waiting to be discovered?